You know, technology is a pretty amazing tool that has revolutionized the way people look at relationships nowadays. Such a raw, simple tool like a cell phone could be used for benefit or destruction. It's a tool. That's all it is. I don't know why people have some sort of false sense of security with a phone, checking their man's phone. Babe, let me see who texted you. Let me have their Facebook password. Now, one main argument people have for invading the privacy of their man is, oh, well, in the beginning of a relationship, you know, you gotta build trust, and the way I build trust is I got his Facebook password, and I'm seeing that he's letting these girls know what's up. First of all, why the hell would you even involve yourself in a relationship if you didn't trust them from the beginning? The whole dating and talking process before you make it official is supposed to establish that trust already. If you don't trust someone, just don't be with them yet. It really is that simple. Because I'm assuming that you're in a relationship because someone's putting in effort to make you happy and they're all about you. And if that is the case, you telling them you don't trust them is pretty much telling them that whatever they say, when they tell you I love you, it holds no kind of validity. You're throwing their efforts in the trash by telling them that you don't trust them. You're telling them that what they're doing is not giving you enough security. Underappreciation really kills the spirit and self-esteem. So if you're not ready to trust someone, you're not ready to be in a relationship. People have the misconception that trust can be sort of proved. Trusting someone can never be proved. It's all based on faith. Because there's plenty of people that have been great people to me. Friends, girlfriends, and they're amazing. They prove their loyalty, and then they might turn around one day, change their mind, and stab my back. So it's based on faith. I have to have faith that they will always stick around and they will always do right for us. Trust is based on faith. There is no way you can prove it. A cell phone full of text will not prove if your boyfriend is faithful. Why do you want your man's Facebook password? How do you know that he's not just talking to girls at nighttime, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then just deleting the messages when you wake up in the morning? Easy. If someone wants to cheat, they're gonna cheat. There is nothing that you can do in your power to stop someone from cheating. You wanna look at your man's phone for his text to see if he's texting girls? And you have this false sense of security that he's not cheating just because you don't see any girls on his Facebook or his text? How do you know he's not just deleting them? How do you know he's not having sex with his next door neighbor? Listen, there are some crazy, sneaky people out there. You guys need to stop being so gullible and believing in what you see. A wise man once said, believe nothing you hear and only half of what you see. If you gotta look at my Facebook inbox and see that there's no girls there and you say, oh, okay, I trust you now. No, you do not trust me. You trust my phone. You trust my Facebook. You trust my inbox. You needed that proof in order to trust me. You never trusted me if you had to look for proof. You never had faith in me if you had to look for proof. How do you think people thought they could trust people back when technology like this wasn't out? Back when there were no cell phones, no social media. Back in colonial times where people would just go out and just saw each other when they saw each other on the street, when there were no telephones. It was based on just faith. So I don't know what's up with this sort of false sense of security that you can go on your man's phone or go on your man's Facebook to sort of prove to yourself that your man is faithful. Because that's honestly not the case. Listen, I used to be the biggest cheater of a lifetime. I don't take pride in that, but I don't take no shame in that because that's not who I am today. That's who I used to be. And knowing who I was before gives me a lot of freaking knowledge about how sneaky people could be. I could delete messages, I could delete text. It really is just that simple. Fellas, if your girl is going through your phone and acting like she don't trust you, just tell her, if you don't trust me, don't be with me. I won't hold it against you. It just means that we gotta take things a little bit slower so that you could see that you could trust me. I know boys like to go through their girls' phones too. Don't worry, this is for everybody. I'm just using ladies as a reference point because I'm a male and I've had experiences with girls that have trust issues. Like I said, if someone's gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat. There is nothing you can do in your power to change that. All you can do is do your job and keep them happy. Put in your efforts. Don't try to look for proof and don't try to blame yourself if you're getting cheated on or if somebody's leaving you. You know how I know it's not your fault? Just take a look at some girls. They stick around with the same dude that's treating them bad. Even girls that have domestic violence that get hit at home. Girls get cheated on and they still stay with the man. So obviously there's nothing in your power that will determine if somebody's gonna stay or cheat. People are only going to stick around if they want to stick around. It doesn't matter how good you are to them. There's nothing you can do to change any trust level. Because a lot of couples nowadays are letting phones and technology monopolize their entire relationship. Put the phone down for once and trust your man, for real. If you have to share passwords and constantly be snooping up on your girl or your boyfriend, that's not real trust. Guys, you can see all these fellas in her inbox and she's leaving them all on unread, but how do you know how she's acting on the streets? There's plenty of fellas outside that's saying, hey ma, can I get your number? Plenty of people on the street hollering at your boyfriend or girlfriend. And you will never know what they're doing. And that's something that you just got to come to an acceptance with. Not knowing. Because knowing what you know And knowing what you don't know is the true definition of wisdom.
See, there's a time in our life where we get lost in the long hair and soft skin. They shorty is born better than Boston, wanting to see you often, cause you love her to death. This next love is the best, the rest left in the coffin. And we can stunt and be the evil